Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us for another day of Elmwood Park Zoo's Zoo School Live. We're really excited today. My name is Holly. I'm here with Marissa and our Velveteen lap rabbit, Oliver. We're really excited to talk to you guys about rabbits today. We did want to just show you a couple really special things before we get started. So you guys have been really inspired by some of the other videos we've done, and we got some really fun artwork in the mail about Pokey, the North American porcupine that we featured last week, and it's really some amazing stuff, so I wanted to show you guys. This is from Logan, age 6, from Barrington, New Jersey, and it's his rendition of Pokey the porcupine. And it's extremely cute. We also had some people go into nature and see how they could display Pokey in another way. Morgan from Conshohocken made these little displays using gumballs and some leaves to make some little porcupines. So a really fun craft and just a different way that you guys can show off your skills for creating animals. If you guys come up with any of these ideas for any of the animals we're talking about, please send them to us. We really want to see them. They brighten our day. You can email education@elmwoodparkzoo.org, and we'll try to show off as many as we can before each of our presentations every day. But we are going to get started talking about Oliver, who is having a great time outside today. It's a beautiful day, guys. I hope that you're going to find some time for some outdoorsy stuff this afternoon. But now Marissa's going to talk to you guys about Oliver a little bit.
Hey guys, so thanks for joining us today. This here is Oliver. He is considered a Velveteen lop rabbit. So he's called a Velveteen lop because you might not be able to tell from the video, but he is super soft and super fluffy. And he has those big floppy ears. And those ears are so important for him. So today we're talking a little bit about senses, and we're talking about his sense of hearing and how great of a sense of smell that he has, and a sense of hearing as well. So you can see he has those long floppy ears. Now, a Velveteen lop rabbit is not a rabbit that you would find out in the wild. It's a rabbit that you might be able to have at home as a pet. And Oliver here, he definitely enjoys the comforts of an inside life, although he loves being outdoors on a nice day. So Oliver here, he is turning 2 years old in April, which is pretty exciting. So he's still a pretty young rabbit. He'll probably live to be about 10 to 12 years old. So for Oliver here, he's still fairly young. And you can see he's exploring his environment right now. So right now, he is using his sense of smell to cruise around. His little nose is wiggling. He's using his whiskers to feel around and to see what's around him right now. So that sense of smell and those whiskers are going to help him maneuver his environment, right? They're going to help him discover new things, and they're going to help him look for snacks too, which is by far Oliver's favorite thing to look for. So for him, he's going to be out looking for snacks and for food, and he's going to be munching up some of those delicious snacks as well. So you might be able to see his little nose wiggling right there. So that's him smelling and enjoying his environment and enjoying the sense of early spring. So Oliver here, not only is that sense of smell really important for him, but he's going to be using those ears as kind of a lookout. So even though they're pretty floppy, those ears play a really important role in listening for predators, because a lot of times rabbits do fall prey to larger predators, right? Things like hawks, right? We saw Killian the other day. Hawks or foxes or coyotes. There's all kinds of predators out there that try to munch up rabbits. So our friend Oliver is pretty safe here at the zoo, but those big floppy ears are going to allow him to really listen out for predators also. So he's going to do a really good job listening and making sure that if he hears anything that sounds suspicious, he's going to try to go run or hide. So that's going to be Oliver's #1 way to defend himself. It's going to be trying to run away. He is super speedy. Maybe we'll get to see him do a little bit of a bunny run today. We'll see how energetic he's feeling. But he has super powerful back legs that allow him to hop and jump, and also, he's doing a little boxing now, so he's getting in his exercise, and right now he's grooming his face. So when he wipes his face like that, that helps make sure he takes any debris off his face, anything he might be sniffing, and make sure that his sniffer stays nice and clean, and also just to help him groom. And that grooming, oh, there he goes. So that grooming means that he's pretty comfortable right now. It means that in his environment, he's feeling very safe because he knows that those big ears are going to help protect him from anything that might be around, right? That might try to munch him up for lunch. Now, Oliver, he's a Velveteen lop rabbit. These guys do come in a variety of colors. You can see our friend Oliver is a pretty nice gray color. But he does have a brother here at the zoo named Chester. And, oh, he's got the bunny zooms. So his brother Chester here at the zoo is actually a nice brown color. So hopefully we'll get to meet Chester at some point during our Zoo School Live here at the zoo. So you can see he's using those chompers to help him eat up all kinds of leaves. Now, our friend Oliver here has two very large teeth. So a lot of people think that rabbits are rodents, but actually they're in a totally different family. They're not considered rodents at all. They're actually something called Lagomorphs. And these guys are one of very few members of the Lagomorph family. So our friend Oliver here, he's going to be using his nice long teeth to help him eat up all kinds of stuff. Now, even though he's not a rodent, he has very large teeth that help him chew on all kinds of different things. One of Oliver's favorite snacks is actually munching on sticks and branches. They particularly like apples and apple sticks that come from apple trees. And he likes all kinds of greens and lettuce. Our friend Oliver here, he is an herbivore, which means that he's only going to be eating plants. So he's not going to be eating any bugs or any meat or anything like that. He's only looking for vegetation, right? Things like grass or hay or leaves and anything that's really green that he can find. He's had some parsley this week and all kinds of delicious lettuce. So he's getting some tasty treats this week as well. Now, around this time of year, we have lots of baby bunnies, right? Lots of baby bunnies might be born. If you guys find baby bunnies in your yard, it's best just to let them be. Mom will probably come back for them, even if you see that the nest is empty or you don't see a mom in sight. Chances are that the mom will definitely come back. So it's best that if you find baby bunnies in your yard or in a local park, to just leave them be and let their mom come back to take care of them. Now, like I said, Oliver can be kept as a pet, but it's really important to do your research before you take a pet home. Around Easter time, a lot of bunnies get adopted or taken home as pets, but rabbits are a lot of work, right? They have those big teeth that will constantly keep growing, so they always need things to chew on, like his snack right now that he's munching on. It's a special rabbit chew that helps keep his teeth nice and healthy. But rabbits are a lot of work and they require a lot of care. So it's really important to do all your research before you take home a pet, because you want to make sure that you're going to be able to give that pet a forever home. So we're thankful that we have Oliver here at the zoo, because he's one of our ambassador animals and we get to teach people all about taking care of animals. Our friend Oliver here is a great ambassador to tell people to make sure that you do all your research before you take a pet home, so you know that you're going to be able to provide them with the very best care. Now, we're talking a lot about his ears today. So you can see he's got those big floppy ears. But if you want to be like Oliver at home and you would like to have some big floppy ears of your own, we do have a very easy craft that we're going to be posting on the website a little later, where you can make your very own rabbit ears. And it's just by using some paper towel rolls or some cardboard paper or anything you really have in your house to make your own very, very big bunny ears, just like our friend Oliver here. So stay tuned. We'll be posting that later today so that you too can have very good hearing, just like a rabbit. So I think now we're going to take some of your questions.
All right, guys. Addie wants to know what Oliver's birthday is. So Oliver is going to be turning 2 years old on April 30th, so just about a month away. We're all getting excited for him and his brother's birthdays.
All right. What's our next question?
Luke in grade 2 would like to know if bunnies lay eggs.
Ooh, Luke wants to know if bunnies lay eggs. That's a great question, Luke. So our friend Oliver here, he's actually a mammal. And we know that he's a mammal because he's covered in fur and he breathes air just like we do, right? He's got nice big lungs that help him breathe oxygen. So he's a mammal, and mammals, they give live birth to their babies, so they will not be laying eggs.
Luca would like to know what his favorite thing to play with is.
Oh man, so our friend Oliver, he loves, like I said, he loves wooden toys, things that he can chew on. That feels really good on his teeth and helps to make sure that his teeth stay nice and healthy. So he loves to play with sticks. He also really loves to play with, we have some plastic toys here that he enjoys throwing around too. He's notorious for putting his toys straight into his water bowl every day. So he lets us know he likes them a lot.
Jaden, age 9, wants to know how old they can get.
So Jaden, you want to know how old our friend Oliver here can get? So he is turning 2 very soon, but he's going to live to be probably close to 10, maybe even 12 years old. So he's got a lot of life ahead of him.
Reed would like to know if they have good eyesight from eating so many carrots.
Oh, well, good question, Reed. So our friend Oliver here, though, even though he does very much enjoy carrots, he actually doesn't eat a whole lot of them. So for our friend Oliver here, he's going to be eating mostly grasses and hay and carrots as more of a special treat, right? More of a special snack for him, kind of like a candy bar. So his eyesight, although it's not as good as Killian the Hawks, who we met yesterday, he's got a pretty wide view of his world. So for Oliver here, he is going to be using his eyes to see all around him. So for Oliver here, those eyes are on the sides of his head. So that means that he is able to see almost entirely around him. So he can see 180 on each side. The only thing he can't really see is the very tip of his nose and the very tip of his tail. But otherwise, he can see almost entirely around him. Great question.
Another good one. Owen, age 6, wants to know if Oliver has back teeth as well as his front teeth.
So he does have back teeth as well. They're not quite as big or as powerful as those front teeth that he has, but he absolutely has some back teeth way in the back that help him munch on all kinds of yummy things.
John would like to know how much he weighs.
Oh, that's a great question. So he almost weighs close to about 9 pounds, and this is about as big as our friend Oliver is going to get. He won't get any bigger than this. And there are rabbits that get bigger. There are giant rabbits in this world. But our friend Oliver here, he's about full grown at close to about 9 to 10 pounds.
Oh my gosh, we got a great one. Mark, Charlotte, and Henry would like to know what other kind of animals are lagomorphs.
All right, so great question, guys. The other type of lagomorphs are actually called pikas, and they're a small kind of rodent-looking animal. Yeah, so we have rabbits, hares, and pikas. Definitely look them up. They're super cute animals.
Alice, age 3, would like to know if he can hop over that fence.
Well, he sure can. If he really wanted to, if he was feeling super, oh look, he's testing it out now. That's exciting. He definitely can hop over that fence if he really wanted to. Luckily for us, we're still in the zoo, so he would just go for a little expedition.
Asher would like to know where Oliver sleeps and if he has a bed.
Okay, so Oliver here, he actually sleeps inside of our behind-the-scenes animal building with the rest of our education ambassadors here at the zoo. But he comes out a lot for playtime, just like this. And Oliver, although he doesn't have a bed, he does have a little house that he likes to hide in. And it's filled with nice soft hay for him to hang out in.
Ooh, Holly, that's my name, from Westchester, would like to know how much food he eats in a day.
All right, great question, Holly. So Oliver here, he gets a small, pretty much like a small cereal bowl of a special kind of rabbit food every day. And he also gets hay, lots and lots of hay all the time. So he's always getting snacks, and it's really important for rabbits to kind of always have an option to eat. The way their bellies are set up, it's really important that they're constantly eating.
All right, Laura Lynn would like to know if Oliver is still considered a baby or if he is full grown.
Yeah, so he's absolutely full grown right now, so he's not considered a baby bunny anymore. Although he does kind of have a baby bunny face, he's still very cute. But he'll stay like this for the rest of his life. So he is an adult rabbit at this point, but he is absolutely a grown-up.
All right, John, age 8 in Downingtown, would like to know why people usually draw bunny ears straight up instead of floppy.
Great question. So a lot of wild rabbits actually have those straight up ears to help them hear even better. So our friend Oliver, even though he still has a great sense of hearing, our domestic bunnies, which are bunnies that can be kept as pets or have been cared for by people for a long time, right? A domestic animal is not an animal that you would really find out in the world. Like you're talking about your cats and dogs and bunnies like this. And so those floppy ears have been kind of over a long time. People have had rabbits, and they're mostly domestic rabbits that have those floppy ears because they don't really need to look out for predators, right? Because they're living in a comfy house. So our friend Oliver here, he has those floppy ears, but a wild rabbit might have their ears straight up to help them hear even better. Great question.
Awesome. Melanie, age 5, would like to know if Oliver sleeps during the day or at night.
So Oliver will sleep during the nighttime, mostly. Now, our friend Oliver here, he does love him some naps, so he will sleep a little bit during the day, but they're definitely mostly active during the daytime, and they're going to be sleeping at night, and we call that a diurnal animal.
No snacks. Isabel would like to know if these rabbits are found in the wild.
So these kinds of rabbits are not found in the wild. So our friend Oliver here, he won't be found in the wild. He'll only be found in homes.
A lot of people want to know how high he can jump. I wish we had some sort of
bunny
dressage course we could set up.
So a lot of people want to know how high he can jump. So he could probably easily jump over some of these fences that we have here. He's probably going to be able to jump a few feet into the air at least. You guys have some great questions today. Thanks for joining us.
Derek, age 6, would like to know what would happen if Oliver got near Killian, the red-tailed hawk.
So thankfully we wouldn't let that happen here. Some animals are just not meant to be friends with each other. But I bet you Oliver would love Killian, and Killian would probably love Oliver too. Now, I don't know necessarily for Killian, he'd probably be very interested. He would probably really be interested by the way Oliver would be hopping around. Remember, Killian's got great eyesight, and although Oliver might be very aware of Killian, I don't think he'd be afraid of him, since they never really get to hang out, they never really get to meet each other, and looks like our friend Oliver really loves your guys' artwork as well, which is pretty exciting. Alright guys, so thanks again for joining us for Zoo School Live today. We hope you guys visit us tomorrow. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to check out our Killian the Hawk video. And also we have a great deal going on for our memberships. You can actually get them for 55% off right now. And it's actually a you pick your own deal. So visit our website and check us out online. And be sure to subscribe and like our videos. Thanks so much for coming out today, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.